over the shaky Israel-Iran ceasefire.
Dozens of Australians flee the conflict zone, but thousands remain stranded.
6 teenagers taken to hospital after a pursuit and crash in the Hunter.
Reason to smile for mortgage holders as inflation falls more than expected.
And go Gout, the Aussie sprinter announces himself on
the outburst from the US president on the White House lawn.
As the two sides accused each other of breaking the truce, the biggest blast came from the US president.
I'm not happy with Israel. We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't.
Declaring that his country never had a better friend in the White House.
I think that he stated his views pretty abruptly, and I think they were very clear.
The Commander-in-Chief then leaked text messages from NATO's boss thanking him for his decisive action, whether America would come to the aid of the alliance in a time of war. People in Israel and Iran have just spent the first night in 13 that wasn't interrupted by airstrikes. Here in Israel, especially in Tel Aviv, there is hope that this ceasefire will hold. Some furniture. And others who had close calls.
All my family, since the beginning, every night they went to shelter in the middle of the night.
We came across a city council stall set up to help affected residents. The representative tells me he's assisting them to organise repairs and submit claims. But a warning on the front page of the Tehran Times, Iran's finger remains on the trigger. Edward Godfrey, NBN News.
A new US intelligence report has cast serious doubt on the success of America's
report from the US Defense Intelligence Agency is telling a different story, that America's B-2 bomber attack only set the Islamic Republic's nuclear program back by months. These are the images being hailed as proof of America's success. 6 holes in the ground at Iran's most important nuclear. Much of Iran's 408 kilogram stockpile of uranium was moved before the strikes. This is a satellite image of the Fordo enrichment facility. It shows increased vehicle activity near the entrance in the days before the attack.
Police allege the group was in a stolen car. Tonight, one of them is assisting officers
driving. Police say 6 children ages were taken to John Hunter Hospital with injuries ranging from concussions to fractures, which police believe are consistent with not wearing seatbelts. Mere moments before the crash, police had been patrolling Woodbury Road at Millers Forest at around 4 a.m. when they spotted the allegedly stolen vehicle.
They signalled for...
About to sell his Woodbury home now, he's facing another insurance claim for someone crashing into his fence, the second in just months.
This is not great advertisement for the house. Never mind.
Sarah Giuliano, NBN News.
A man has died after being hit by a truck at Beyersdorf. Emergency services responded to reports a pedestrian had
home in New Langdon this morning. Police say they were called to the Russell Road property shortly after 1:30 a.m. They arrested a 28-year-old man nearby and allege a number of items were found in his possession, including bank cards and jewellery. He's due to front Newcastle.
This is where notorious killer Bradley John Murdoch is spending his final days, dying of cancer in palliative care at the Alice Springs Hospital, where he's been moved to from prison. And even though he may just be days from death, he won't give up his evil secret.
We've made numerous approaches to Mr Murdoch over the years.
And who managed to escape. Murdoch was convicted and jailed for life in 2005. But even after a terminal cancer diagnosis, he refused to say what he did with his victim's body. Today, Northern Territory Police revealed a renewed effort to find the remains, doubling a reward.
You want to solve it. You want to try and at least bring some slither of resolution to Peter's family by bringing home his remains.
The Falconio family's pain not eased by reports that since Murdoch's been moved to hospital, he's been treated to outings in the community.
$8.3 million.
We've housed a refugee family at Zara's house in a children's centre where
man and wife and 5 children, 2 of whom have special needs, have been sleeping on the floor in a children's learning classroom.
Boat from World War II.
Today we've been making new panels to put on the thing. They've taken us like a big look around. We've gone inside the plane. They've showed us the engine and all the canisters that go on.
Once complete, the aircraft will go on display at RAF Base Williamtown.
Today marks 75 years since the start of...
It took me 6 years to write it with longhand. Then my daughter had it typed. My grandson vetted it. Then he got it printed.
And his life has had many chapters. A signwriter by trade and artist by passion, Basil's early childhood was spent working on railway. He decided it paid better than the railway.
So I went from a migrant camp to an army camp after the weekend. And there I stayed for 23 years. I was a rifleman and a Bren gunner. That was my job there.
Today, on the 75th anniversary of the start of the war, Basil is the last surviving member of wife Dot and cat Lulu, as a larger commemoration was held at the Australian War Memorial in Canberra.
The Korean War is sometimes called the Forgotten War. To all of the Korean veterans here today and around the country, I say...
Future of casino giant Star.
And the public broadcaster ordered to pay a journalist $70,000 for unlawfully sacking her.
Max your tax time with new government solar battery incentives that could save you over $6,500 on a 20 kilowatt hour home battery, or install the 6.6 kilowatt premium sunboost.
Okay, everybody, I figured it out.
It's game time.
You never forget the boy who makes you your first mixtape.
Billionaires live in a different world.
What do you do to get all of this?
Welcome to Taskmaster.
It's you and Subaru for a world discovered. See you out there.
This is Australia. This is Australia.
Colorbond, made by Australia.
Award-winning customer satisfaction. Make the change to Yui. You insured.
TPG's high-speed NBN is only $64.99 a month, which means...
You're a winner!
Choose your favourite side.
I like it.
Get a cheeseburger, small fries and soft drink, plus pick a side for just $6.95. Available every day.
When my dad died, I was left practically nothing. I was so hurt and confused. So I spoke to Balboshev. They've seen it all before. Balboshev sorted it out. Thanks, Balboshev.
Fleeing the scene on Sunday morning. He didn't apply for bail and will next face court in August.
Positive news tonight for home buyers and mortgage holders, with inflation a key indicator for interest rate decisions slowing significantly more than expected. The Treasurer has welcomed
July 8.
I don't know what they need to see to lock in.
All searching here.
We didn't just lose. We got smashed.
Susan Lee's reflection on the election, prompting 2 separate investigations as the new Liberal team hit the ground reviewing.
We failed. We need to take into account, we need to respond.
US gaming giant Bally's Corporation is joining forces with major shareholder and Gold Coast businessman Bruce Matheson to buy out the group.
It's not the be-all and end-all to actually save the Star, and the expert report clearly points that out.
Down in tears in court today as she won her unfair dismissal case against the ABC. The public broadcaster apologising this afternoon with $1 million legal bill hanging over its head.
She was sacked for having an opinion. And today, Antoinette Lattouf, her 5-day fill-in radio gig in late 2023 triggered a flood of complaints.
The complaints were an orchestrated campaign by pro-Israel lobbyists.
Then Lattouf's Instagram post sent senior managers into a state of panic.
Within the hour, a decision was made that Ms. Lattouf would be taken off air.
The ABC's Montrose. Today, the ABC in damage penalty.
The ABC rejected an offer last July
to settle the case for $85,000.
I don't think that is a good use of taxpayers' money.
I was punished for my political opinion.
Annalise Bolts, NBN News.
Wild winter winds buffeted the Hunter, northwestern tablelands today. The vigorous cold front sweeping across the southeast, producing the second major snow dump of the season. Clear skies dominated most of our region. The powerful westerly winds will swing to the southwest as the low moves into the Tasman, generating another large swell. Tomorrow is going to be colder for all, with significant wind chill factors headed for the coast especially. Showers will begin to hit the Newcastle Port Stephens region before pushing further north from Friday.
After the break, the US President at the NATO summit. Our reporter is live with the latest.
Football's big fight. The NRL launches its annual Beanie for Brain Cancer round.
And the life of a beloved entertainer. We catch up with Miss Kim on tonight's Your Story.
I knew divorce would be tough, but I had no idea just how tough the property settlement would be. Beyersdorf sorted it, sorted my ex as well. Thanks, Beyersdorf.
Get it sorted. Call Beyersdorf Lawyers.
You feel pretty good after Dry July. A month off booze, it's pretty good for your body. I mean, every year they send you the list of things that's going to happen. You're going to sleep better, probably lose a little bit of weight, you're going to feel more energetic, and you do. It's hard to deny. Join me and go dry this July.
You haven't shopped around until you've tried Yui, huh?
Yeah, you should shop around if you're not happy with your car insurance. Or your barber.
For award-winning customer satisfaction, make the change to Yui. You insured.
Now with double the network coverage, make your move to Vodafone.
Hey, Toddy! Todd!
Should have gone to Specsavers. Right now, get 50% off all lens options with any pair. Only at Specsavers. Limited time only.
What's that all about?
Wonderful.
Velocity frequent flyer points.
That was fast.
You'll get used to it.
Get to your next holiday sooner with Velocity Points. Velocity means fast.
At Spotlight's massive home sale, save 40 to 50% off all roller blinds, 50% off Harris Blockout curtains, and VIP save 30 to 40% off made-to-measure curtains, blinds and shutters. So roll it and warm it for less, all backed by our bargain guarantee. Sale on now. At Spotlight, it's what you make it.
The Subaru sale is on, with great offers on selected Subaru models, including 5-year roadside assist and factory bonuses. So come on, join Australia's most satisfied customers. It's you and Subaru for a world discovered. See you out there.
Get 10% off your new home with Domain Homes. Enjoy modern design, unbeatable value, and our free Energy Saver Pack, helping you save on living costs from day one. Visit domainhomes.com.au today.
Book your table today at the all-new Lakeside Village Tavern.
Getting injured was tough, but the financial strain was worse. Beyersdorf secured the financial support I needed. It was simple. I just filled out the free case assessment form online. Don't wait. Contact Beyersdorf today for all the help that you need and deserve.
Up to 4,000 Australians remain stranded across Israel and Iran after a government repatriation flight moved nearly 120 people out of harm's way. For those left behind, not knowing when they'll escape is proving distressing and frustrating.
After a week and a half under troubled skies, Australians evacuate Israel for home in the first repatriation flight.
Thank you so much.
118 Australians have
agreed to a massive increase in defence spending. That's something Donald Trump has been demanding for quite some time, accusing some countries of freeloading. The other conflict, he has promised to broker a ceasefire.
Take the stand, despite more than 30 prosecution witnesses giving testimony. Combs has pleaded not guilty and denies all charges against him.
Intense rain has triggered landslides in China, causing
From London, St James Park, featuring a sculpture of the late Queen on horseback, a glass bridge inspired by the tiara worn on her wedding day, and a statue of her Prince Philip. But some teachers have accused the Federation of being confusing and out of touch.
To finance now, and weaker than expected inflation figures have seen another interest rate cut pencilled in. More from Chris Kohler.
The reaction on the share market was tame, but Commonwealth Bank continued its remarkable run. It's now at $191. A year ago, it was below $130. And the Australian dollar is buying 65 US cents, 50 cents.
From room to tucking Big Dog into bed.
Years, 50 years old, open to any age, slim build.
Well, of course, I'm a lover, and I do love having a special person in my life. And this could have been the start of something new.
So he dialed.
And almost everything we did was by text. Well, she seemed to have all the personality and all of the nice and interesting things that I would be looking for.
And when did money come into this?
Well, it's tracked, and she wanted to leave the contract to be with me, but to leave the contract, she would have to pay back money. And that's where I started paying back money.
And at what stage did you think this is a scam?
Decent, attractive enough people, and I was stunned to think that people that looked to be of that calibre would want to do this sort of thing.
Lex is 42. And when police raided Helen and Sophie's homes on the Gold Coast, they were living comfortably.
Large sums of cash. There you go. Yeah.
Detective Sergeant Matt Hogan's team found wads of cash.
I know, it's disappointing, I suppose.
A current affair first met Helen in 1998.
I'm not here to take people's money and not do anything for them.
What are you here for?
Okay, we'll suggest that they should upgrade their membership. It's their choice.
TLC was banned from operating and Helen permanently barred from ever working in the introductions industry.
Do you put money above people's emotions?
Never.
We reckon that someone special is out there waiting for you. Up next, our wines have won over even the most discerning of palates. Now it's time for a cleanser.
Identical 6 months ago.
Surely you knew you're identical. You're identical.
Their final challenges.
We have tried to pretend to be each other.
With mind-blowing results.
You guys are literally identical.
Who will be crowned
And this is how it repairs 3 months of damage in 3 minutes. My hair wins thanks to the Pro-V formula with collagen. New Pantene Miracles, now also available in Hyaluron.
Rocky loves ice cream. Westpac Home Loan Packages. Sweet savings.
The Amine End of Financial Year sale is on now. Time's running out. Save 20 to 60% off absolutely every...
Property head.
Please, jam and cream cheese.
Fresh strawberry. Make every bite golden.
Turn your old water heater into a NIB. Just join any combined NIB hospital and extras cover online by June 30th. NIB, potentially amazing.
Hey Pete, I heard you missed Hyundai Pre-Office.
Yeah.
Well, EFS is on now.
Pre-flight mornings look like around here. Doing the coffee run, not the M1. Finding yourself the perfect park. So go on, take your pick from over 250 flights a week from Newcastle Airport. Ah, that's the Newy way.
You could win a $300 voucher every week, plus a shot at the grand prize, a major shopping spree worth over $3,000. Spend to win at the Levy Central Maitland.
It's no secret a lot of us don't mind a drink. Sometimes...
We were really very aware of the 6 o'clock swill, and we were also aware of the 5 minutes past 6 when everyone fell out the door of the pub.
In table wines,
Even Monty Python popped our cork.
Quite the reverse is true.
Unveiled a new $15 million machine aimed at cracking the holy grail. Great tasting, low alcohol. What started as a gimmick in all sectors of alcohol now looms as a race.
I saw a stat the other day that said that the growth in low and no will grow faster than full-strength alcohol.
A code that beer has cracked.
This is one of the areas where Australia's really been leading the world. We have one of the biggest uptakes of mid-strength beer.
Mid-strength now makes...
That's Great Northern and 4X Gold.
The decline in alcohol consumption in Australia really is being driven by younger generations.
Amy Penne from the Centre for Alcohol Policy Research at La Trobe University says alcohol should eventually make our drinks cheaper.
You know what, I get it, I like it, but I'm still yay to the shardy. So no one loves Akadaka like Craig does. How far will this ace...
Can you imagine the view from up there, Sarge?
With Budget Direct cover, I'd say it was nothing but blue skies.
Insurance solved with Budget Direct.
At Palm Lake Resort Yamba Cove, this is your time to
in tech, space and safety in the SUV that'll turn heads wherever you go. All with Australia's industry-leading 10-year warranty. For this and other finance deals, see your MG dealership today.
The rest makes it simple to manage my super.
I wonder if an outdoor adventure could be that simple.
Rest. Super simple.
No job's too big.
Extended till Sunday at Nick Scali.
Go Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance. Up to 30% off Windows 11 computers. Huge range of monitors from just $98. Plus hot Acer Nitro i7 gaming laptop now just $948. Best prices guaranteed this tax time. At Harvey Norman now.
Since June 30. Terms, conditions and exclusions apply. 40 Wings. Serious about sleep.
Hungry Jack's fried chicken. It's different. New spicy chicken ribs. Juicy bone-in chicken. Fried to crispy perfection.
Tomorrow night, high voltage rock and roll.
AC/DC are the greatest band in the world.
The AC/DC super fan.
Oh, I've been collecting AC/DC memorabilia for decades.
All or nothing.
The series is going to be decided in Sydney.
The biggest Origin decider ever is coming.